Doing a couple of I have a studio here in Boston, but I'm always traveling back and forth. Actually, fortunately, I'll be moving to New York next week.
Right, that was one of the main reasons we had to get you on this week, because we didn't want to miss the opportunity to have Mr. Duncan Daniels on the Rand Well Done show.
Yes, indeed.
So, what are your plans? Tell me more about maybe your past and what have you done in past albums or big songs or videos or who you worked with. I want to know more about you in general.
Yeah, I've done a lot of I have a lot of productions under my belt, songwriting from a lot of artists in the UK, and I'm kind of building myself up here in the States. Trying to get more production under my belt. But I do have 2 released albums on iTunes that are doing really good on the worldwide scene. There is a song called Like This. It features one of Africa's finest artists. His name is Mi. He was MTV. He won Best Rapper for 2009 MTV Africa, and he was nominated for the BET Awards last year for Best International Act. So the song is pretty popular. I have a lot of other songs on the album. They're really good.
What's the name of the album?
The album's called Showstopper.
It is called Showstopper. Okay, you are the Showstopper, and the album is Showstopper.
The album's called Showstopper.
Get the picture.
Most people are like Mr. Showstopper. Yeah, that's the name. But Duncan Daniels. You can look me up anywhere and you'll find my music. Just trying to get more people to know who I am.
Who you are, yeah.
My music.
I love you. I already love you. So if I love you, you already got the Susie Smooth stamp. You already know. I just love listening to him talk. So.
Duncan, she's a tough critic, man. So.
I'm pretty brutal. I'm honest. That's what people appreciate me though. I'm honest. So.
Brutally.
Yeah, I'm happy you're having on the show. It's a pleasure.
But all right. So you grew up in the UK, and did you travel a lot? How did you just?
Yeah, I've done shows a lot, all around the globe. I have more fans in Southeast Asia for some reason. I don't know why. I have a lot of fans over there in Japan and China, and a lot of fans in Africa, and Germany, France. I think Germany is kind of coming up on my music often. I see a lot of people do choreographies to my songs on YouTube in Australia, and it's nice, But I'm just trying to get my music heard out in the United States. Pretty much when you're here and you get your thing going on here, automatically it's a platform to reach the entire world. So yeah, there's so many other artists from England who've come over here, got in that, because in London, sometimes you need to go out there to get your music heard. You could get up to a level here and that's it. So, so I'm doing that in the States now. I'm doing shows about, trying to promote my music. I'm actually moving to New York now to be in a better scene, to do a lot more productions.
Better scene, sir?
Well, a bigger.
Yeah, a bigger scene.
I totally understand.
Because I love Boston. Boston got me stuck here like glue because I love Boston.
Because you love people like us. How could you not?
No, really. If I leave Boston and I come back, I have this. I'm back in Boston. This sigh of relief. That's the thing about Boston. The only thing I don't like about Boston is the weather sometimes. But everyone.
That's it.
You're from London, though, dude. Come on, it sounds like you're much better.
Well, trust me, it gets a wee bit colder here.
Wow.
But I love Boston, and I'll be coming back and forth, from time
Yeah,
to
you
time.
better come visit us.
How old were you when you started
I was
doing
just
music?
gonna ask him that.
Oh,
That's awesome, Joe. We're on the same page.
Wow. That must mean all the planets are aligned. Someone's turned into a
You guys have
werewolf
been
right
drinking
now.
the same thing.
No, yes.
No, we definitely have not been drinking the same thing.
Yeah.
But I started quite young. I started my love for the piano. I started playing when I was really young. I was about 9 years old. I started playing, and I started writing when I was 11, and I was too poor to afford studio sessions and things like that. I grew up in a family where everyone was like, you're going to be a doctor when you grow up. You pop out of your mom's belly and you're like, hey, you doctor, hey you, engineer, hey you, scientist, you know, that kind of family.
Wow.
So I was kind of like the old one out because everyone in my family is either a doctor or engineer or something. I'm the only musician. So
How many like brothers and sisters do you have? Is it a big family or?
yes, I have about 4 siblings. I have one elder sister and 2 younger brothers. But a lot of people don't know I even have a family.
Wow, that's just great.
I know,
Showing no love.
no one's like, oh yeah, but you know, I do. My sister actually just gave birth 2 days ago, so I'm an uncle. Yeah.
All right, yeah, yes, congrats to that.
Uncle Duncan, I like how that sounds.
Yeah, so yeah, it's fun. I started. Then I was lucky enough to, when I was about 15, I got a job in the studio to actually play keyboard. That's how I got in there. And from there, I kind of like self-taught myself to record people. I started getting more interested into, you know, recording and producing, and I realized that I'm actually good at it. So I've been doing that for a while now. Since I was 15, I've been producing. So I have done lots and lots of production.
Wow. So the Showstopper album, is that like a recent album that you've recorded?
Yes, that's my most recent album. It came out February 14th of last year. It has 19 songs on it.
Wow.
Most people who listen to just like my main singles might think, oh, it's just commercial, you know. But you know, these days music is business and also
Right, you want to make some money.
So you gotta do something commercial. But
Right.
you know, when you get the album, you know, I do have reggae, I do have a little bit of old school R&B, like Motown stuff on there, some rock, because I really love rock music. That's what I actually started doing. I play the guitar, I play the piano, so I used to listen to, you know, bands like U2. I used to love them when I was growing up. And I write in that fashion, in that style, but I blend it and try and make it commercial so everyone can dance.
Right,
You know, and everyone can love the world. Get peace and all that
Peace
stuff.
and happiness.
How is the process different?
Sorry?
How's the process different? Like if you say that you know, people or give you shit about doing something commercial, like what's the difference between when you have a inspiration for a song or an inspiration for a commercial song?
Well, I try to merge them together in a way. So I start off first with maybe a melody that comes to my head.
Okay.
And I like it, so I record it down. Then I go to my piano. Then I make it. You know, it starts off as something that I really love. Then I now start thinking, how do I make this commercial?
Right, how can I make money and make everybody want to dance
So
to this shit?
how can I make this commercial at the same time still has that essence, you know, of what I love? You know, then I just merge together. And you know what? It always seems to work out well because those songs usually, you know, even if you like, no, it's too commercial, but you end up, you know, singing it without even knowing. You know, you just, it sticks in your head, you know, and you just keep singing it. Because I promise when you listen to one of my songs, it just rings in your head.
So what?
constantly.
I don't mean to interrupt, but I was going to ask you, what do you consider yourself as far as labeling yourself? What type of music? I mean, I said R&B, pop. I wasn't too
Yeah.
sure where to put you.
I think I'm more of alternative pop music because it.
Alternative.
Yeah, so it's popular in a way, but it could change. You know, it could be a little bit on the rock side, it could be a little bit on the hip hop side, it could be a little bit on the R&B side. So it just